Hello students, as in the last lecture, we started with the type number 4, which was in the form of integral 1 upon a plus b sin x, 1 upon a plus b cos x, or sometime it will contain both sin and cos. As I told to remember this type number 4 as 1 upon sin x cos x, type number 5 as 1 upon sin 2x cos 2x, and type number 6 as 1 upon sin square and cos square x. As we completed the type number 1 AB, type number 2 A and B, and we'll see the type number 3 afterwards, as I told in the last lecture. And in the last lecture we started with the type number 4, where we saw the format, we saw the pattern, where you have to just remember this two easy step, as the given question will be in this form: 1 upon a plus b sin x, where a and b will be replaced by number. Sometime it will contain cos, or sometime it will contain both sin and cos. But as I told, the format for all the four category, in all the four cases, the step number 1 and 2 will be fixed. So once again I will explain what is the step number 1. So here in the step number 1, first you will start with let. We will write tan x by 2 equals to t, as I had explained why we took tan x by 2 equals to t in the last lecture. You can remember like this also: sin upon cos is what? Tan. Okay, like that. So here, but you will start with let tan x by 2 equals to t, where sin x and cos x, here I wrote two formula which is known as trigonometric formula half of the angle. For half of the angle, we know that we used to write x by 2. Yes or no? X by 2 means what? Half of the angle. So that's why sin x upon cos x are the half of the angle. So here that's why I took sin and cos will be tan, and half of the angle means tan x by 2. In this way you can remember. So tan x by 2 equals to t. Shift this tan to that side, so it will be tan inverse t. Shift this 2 to the right hand side. Then derivative with respect to x. As we are derivating with respect to x, so derivative of x will be 1. This 2 is constant. Derivative of tan inverse, we know that derivative of derivative of tan inverse x is what? Is 1 upon 1 plus x square. But here x is replaced by t, so this will be 1 upon 1 plus t square. But here x is replaced by t, so derivative of t will be dt by dx, because here we are finding the derivative with respect to x. After that, shift this dx to one side, as we require the value of dx sin x. Yes or no? As we are converting the whole integral in terms of t. So here we have two formula for trigonometric. So one is sin x, that is 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2. We can write as, when you will substitute the value of tan x by 2 as t, so it will be what? 2t upon 1 plus t square. So in the question, wherever you see sin x, that sin x will be replaced by 2t upon 1 plus t square. Cos x formula is 1 minus tan square x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2. Again here tan x by 2, when it is replaced by t, so it will be 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. In the step number 2, what you will do? You will replace sin x, cos x and dx into t. The given integral will convert into in this form 1 upon quadratic, and we know that what is 1 upon quadratic? It is a type number 1a, where there are three formula. One is integral 1 upon x square plus a square, the second one is 1 upon x square minus a square, and the third one is 1 upon a square minus x square. And we know that third formula when we have to use, whenever the symbol for x square is negative, straight away you have to apply the third formula. So as in the last lecture we took one example also, 1 upon 3 plus 2 sin x. So here we'll take one example where sine will be replaced by cos. So let's see, when sine is replaced by cos, how the process will go further and how to find the answer for cos. As I told, whenever it is sine cos or sine cos together, the format will be fixed. You don't have to change anything. Okay, so step number 1 and 2 will be same. So let's begin with the second sum. So for this sum also, here integral is what, 1 upon 4 minus 5x. So here we don't have I, so we'll start with let I, if it is not given, it is mentioned only integral 1 upon 4 minus 5x. So you can start with let I integral 1 upon 4 minus 5 cos x into dx. Yes or no? So again here we'll start with what, let tan x by 2 equals to t. Yes or no? Then after that, tan will go that side, so that will be tan inverse t. Okay, then after that x will be equals to 2 tan inverse of t. Then after that we'll find derivative with respect to x. So here derivative of x will be what, 1. 2 will be same as it is. Derivative of tan inverse will be what, 1 upon 1 plus t square into dt by dx. Okay, just try to by add these steps. Okay, these are the easy step. So dx will go to the left hand side, so this will be dx 2 upon 1 plus t square into dt. So here we got the answer for dx. As for this question, here we have cos, so we'll write only cos x. Half of the angle formula is what, 1 minus tan square x upon 1 plus tan square x, which is equal to tan square x by 2. Okay, x by 2, this is the half of the angle formula. So cos x equals to 1 minus tan square x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2. As tan x by 2 is what, t, so we'll write here 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. Yes or no? I hope you all understood till here. Now step number 2 is what, we have to replace sin x, cos x and dx into t. So the given integral will convert into integration 1 upon quadratic form. So let's replace now. So here I equals to integral 1 upon 4 minus 5 cos will be replaced by 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square into dx will get replaced by what, 2 upon 1 plus t square into dt. Sin, cos and dx will get converted into t. Yes or no? So now the next step, 1 upon 4 minus, okay, this bracket opens, so here you will get what, 5 minus minus, this will be plus 5t square upon 1 plus t square into 2 upon 1 plus t square into dt. Okay, the next, here nothing is there, so we'll write 1, cross it. So when you will cross here, you will get what, 4 plus 4t square minus 5 plus 5t square upon 1 plus t square into 2 upon 1 plus t square into dt. I hope you all understood till here. Okay, So now here in the next step you will write what? I equals to integral, this will go in the numerator, yes or no? So this will be what? 1 plus t square upon 4 plus 4t square minus 5 plus 5t square into 2 upon 1 plus t square into dt. As clearly we can see that here 1 plus t is common. I equals to integral 2 upon, here we have the like terms number as well as the square part. So 4 plus 5 it will be what? 9t square, yes or no? And this 4 minus 5 will be what? 1 into dt. As per the rule, as I told, the integral will get converted into 1 upon quadratic form. So here we required 1. We'll bring this 2 outside the integral. Here we write what? 1 upon 9t square minus 1 into dt. Now as we get converted this integral into 1 upon quadratic form, as clearly we can see that the middle term is absent. So here the middle term is absent, so no need of using the third term concept when we have to use the third term concept when the middle term is present. So as clearly we can see that in the quadratic form the middle term is absent, but we have to stick with the proper step, as we have to make the coefficient of square term 1 and the symbol should be positive. Here the symbol is positive, we have to make the coefficient of square term as 1. So we'll remove this 9 outside the integral, as it will come outside the integral as 1 upon 9. So here it will be t square minus 1 upon 9. I hope you all might be knowing how to make the coefficient of square term 1 and even the symbol positive. As clearly we can see that here the middle term is absent, so whenever the middle term is absent, so we don't have to use the formula, third term formula. Directly we can solve this step as 2 upon 9. This we can write as what? T the whole square minus 1 upon 3 the whole square, yes or no? Now simply just we have to check as it is get converted into which formula. The first one is what? Variable, and the second one is number, and the connection is what? Minus. As clearly we can see that it look like integral 1 upon x square minus a square. The first one is variable, the second one is number, and the connection is minus. So it is equals to what? 1 upon 2a. So this format look like what? Integral 1 upon x minus x square minus a square into dx is equals to what? 1 upon 2a log mod x minus a upon x plus a plus c. Yes or no? Got the point? So we'll integrate now with respect to t here. So 2 upon 9 into 1 upon 2a. Here a is what? 1 by 3 into log x minus a. X is what here? T minus 1 by 3 upon t plus 1 by 3 plus c. Now basic adjustment. So here this we can write as 2 upon 9 into, this will we can write as 3 by 2 into log, cross it. So here this part will be what? 3t minus 1 upon 3, 3t plus 1 upon 3 plus c. Yes or no? Further this we can write as what? 2 will get cancelled, 3 ones are 3 threes are. So I will be equals to 1 upon 3 log mod, here also 3 will get cancelled, 3t minus 1 upon 3t plus 1 plus c. And the final step, we have to resubstitute the value of t. So t, here we took what? Tan x by 2, yes or no? T, it was tan x by 2. So t will be replaced by tan x by 2 minus 1. Here also t will be replaced by tan x by 2 plus 1. Okay, if you feel further we can solve, we can do little adjustment, then only you solve the sum further, otherwise that's the end of the sum. So here we got the answer, that is 1 upon 3 log 3 tan x by 2 minus 1 upon 3 tan x by 2 plus 1 plus c. So that was the answer for the integral 1 upon 4 minus 5 cos x. I hope you all understood. Whenever it is sine, a cos, if here we saw the format, the step number 1 and the step number 2, it was same, yes or no, for both the question, whether it is sine or cos. That only I had explained in all the four cases, whether it is sine x in the denominator, whether it is cos x, or it contains both sine and cos, the format will be fixed. The step number 1 and 2 will be fixed. And in all the cases, whether it is sine cos x, the format, it will, the integral at the end, it will get converted into 1 upon quadratic only, yes or no? It will get into 1 upon quadratic, and we know that what is 1 upon quadratic and how to solve 1 upon quadratic. And remember this 1 upon quadratic as type number 1a. I hope you all understood both the example, one based on sine and one based on cos. Now we'll take one sum based on sine and cos. So now we'll take one sum based on sine as well as cos. Okay, as I told, whether it is sine, cos, yeah, sine and cos both, the format will be fixed. Okay, so we have to follow the same step. So here we'll start with what? Let tan x by 2 equals to t. So tan will go that side, so x by 2. So as I told, the format will be fixed. Try to buy at the step. Okay, so tan will go that side, so this will be tan inverse t. X will be equals to what? 2 into tan inverse t. So now we'll find the derivative with respect to x. So this will be derivative of x is what? 1. 2 will be same as it is. Derivative of tan inverse will be what? 1 upon 1 plus t square into dt by dx, as we are finding the derivative with respect to x. So the derivative of t also we have to find, that is dt upon dx. So the next step will be what? Dx will go that side, so dx equals to 2 upon 1 plus t square into dt. So here we got dx answer. As in the integral, it contains both sine and cos, so here we have to write the formula for both sine as well as for cos. So sine x is what? It is 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2, which we can write as what? 2t upon 1 plus t square. And cos x formula, half of the angle formula is what? 1 minus tan square x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2, which is equal to, we can write as 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. Okay, I hope you all understood till here. So now we'll replace the value of sine, cos and dx. So here you will get what? 1 upon 2 plus cos is what? 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square minus sin x is what? Sin x 2t upon 1 plus t square into dx is what? 2 upon 1 plus t square into dt. Yes or no? Understood? After that, here see the adjustment, how to solve this step, a basic algebraical step. Okay, so here can I say that here the denominator is same, so we'll write this part one time. Rest in the numerator it will be 1 minus t square minus 2t into 2 upon 1 plus t square into dt. Yes or no? Next here nothing is there, so we can write 1, cross it. So here further this we can write as what? 1 upon, when you will cross here you will get 2 plus 2t square. Yes or no? 2 ones are 2, 2t square plus 1 minus t square minus 2t upon 1 plus t square. Yes or no? Into 2 upon 1 plus t square into dt. So here what I did, I replaced the value of cos and sine. As in the question here we have cos and sine. Cos is replaced by what? 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square, and sine is replaced by what? 2 upon 2t upon 1 plus t square. In the next step what I did, here denominator it was same. So here in this part the denominator it was same, so that I wrote one time. So in the numerator it will be 1 minus t square minus 2t. Rest cross it. Okay, I hope you all understood till here. Okay, so next step, what will be the next step? We'll see. After this we'll write what? I equals to, this will go up in the numerator, so this will be 1 plus t square upon 2 plus 2t square plus 1 minus t square minus 2t into 2 upon 1 plus t square into dt. So here clearly we can see that 1 plus t square is common. So I will be equals to what? 2 upon, as here we have the like terms, so this we can write as what? 2t square minus t square is t square, yes or no? Then after that we'll write 2t, and here 2 plus 1 will be what? 3 into dt. T square it was the like term, so 2t square minus t square it will be t square. Then I wrote 2t, and then after that 2 plus 1 is what? 3. So here I had converted this denominator section into, in this form, ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, now as per the rule we know that it should get converted into 1 upon quadratic, so here 2 will get come outside, so this will be 1 upon t square minus 2t plus 3 into dt. Yes or no? Understood? And rest, I know, I hope you all might be knowing how to solve the sum further. As here we have the proper format of the quadratic, that is, it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Here we have the middle term present, so whenever the middle term is present, so we have to use the third term concept. So third term concept is what? Half into coefficient of x the whole square. So 2 will get cancelled, minus 1 square will be what? 1. Yes or no? So what exactly we have to do of this number? We know that we'll add the number to the alphabet and we'll subtract this number to number. Yes or no? So further this we can write as what? T square minus 2t plus t we can write as what? T minus 1 the whole square. 3 minus 1 is what? 2. The next 1 upon this we can write as t minus 1 the whole square as it is, and 2 we can write as what? Root 2 the whole square, as we don't have the square root of 2. So now we'll guess the formula. It look like what? As this is number and this section is the variable, and here we have plus, so it look like 1 upon x square plus a square. Yes or no? This look like what? Integral 1 upon x square plus a square into dx is equals to 1 upon a tan inverse x by a plus c, yes or no? So now we'll find the answer, we'll integrate. So this will be 2 as it is, yes or no? Into, we'll apply the formula, that is 1 upon a. What is a here? It is root 2 into tan inverse x by a. Here x by is what? T minus 1 upon a is what? Root 2 plus c. Okay, so this will be what? 2 upon root 2 tan inverse, will resubstitute the value of t is what? Tan x by 2 minus 1 upon root 2 plus c. Okay, you can stop your answer here itself, or else this 2 upon root 2 we can rationalize further if you want to get the backside perfect answer. Final answer, you can stop your answer here itself, or else you can rationalize this part, the section. So this will be what? 2 root 2 upon root 2, root 2 is 2. So 2 root 2 upon 2, 2 will get cancelled. Tan x by 2 minus 1 upon root 2 plus c. Okay, is the final answer. So I hope you all understood this sum also, the third example also, when it contains sine and cos both. Still we have to apply the same format, whether it is sine in the denominator, whether it is cos or sine and cos. So where here we took three example, one based on sine, one based on cos, and one based on sine and cos. In all the three cases we saw what the format, the step number 1 and step number 2, it was same. In each and every case it will get converted into 1 upon quadratic form. As 1 upon quadratic form, we know that how to solve. We have to make, first we have to make the coefficient of square term 1 and the symbol should be positive, and after that we have to use the third term. And in the second example where we saw the third term, middle term was absent. So whenever the middle term is absent, no need of using the third term concept, directly we can solve the sum further. Whenever the middle term is present, you have to stick with the third term formula, and rest, after that you have to apply the suitable formula, suitable integral formula. As here we have three integral formula, that is 1 upon x square plus a square, 1 upon x square minus a square, and the third one is 1 upon a square minus x square. And we know that whenever the symbol for square term is negative, then only you have to apply the third formula, otherwise you have to stick with the first and second. If the first is variable and the second is number, if it contains plus and minus, the first and two. Okay, so as here we took three example, one based on sine, yes or no? The second one, it was based on cos, and the third one here we took one based on sine and cos. Okay, so here I can say that's the end of the type number 4. Okay, so now we'll start with the type number 5. So here clearly we can see that what is type number 5, how to remember the type number 5. So you can remember the type number 5 as 1 upon sine 2x and cos 2x. So let's begin with the type number 5, as now we completed with the type number 4. So what is the different here? The format of the question will be what? Sine and cos will be replaced by sine 2x and cos 2x. And in the type number 6, sine and cos will be replaced by sine square x and cos square x. So that's the difference between this type number 4, 5 and 6. I hope you all understood the type number 4 in all the cases, whether it is sine and cos. As here we took three example, here also we'll see 2-3 example based on type number 5. So let's begin with the type number 5.